of yours coming here last year, and in the preseason. How does it feel to kind of the way it played out and kind of way you were able to contribute to this team coming back to the playoffs?
Yeah, it felt good. You notice the difference between the start of the year and where we are right now. Amazing accomplishment to make it to the playoffs, and I think now we just got to reset and try to figure out the best way to win in this first round.
What's the biggest difference between where you were and where you are, do you feel?
From the beginning of the season? More chemistry on the team, more direction offensively and defensively, and more of a focus on how to win each and every basketball game.
This was something that you had talked about even before training camp. When we talked to you in July back in Vegas, you talked about playoffs being something that you had your mind set on. Why was that something that you were so confident in even back then before you guys were able to get together for camp?
Well, I saw the team before I integrated into it. I saw how hard everyone worked, the care factor from every player, 1 through 15, even the coaching staff, how they adjust game to game, the focus on the defensive end, and letting it transition to the offensive end. And I thought if I could step into the fold and be effective, that we would be right where we are today.
What have you told some of the younger guys that haven't been through the experience before, or what will you be telling them over the next week just in terms of how playoff basketball is different from what they've already experienced?
Whatever each player is good at, and how they've been effective all year. We need it consistently on a night-to-night basis. It's time to tighten up and, recovery, sleep, nutrition, and having a focus when we get out on the basketball floor, so everybody is fresh and just ready to play their role.
How happy are you to avoid the play-in, given you've had to do it so many times, just go right to the playoffs?
It's a time that we can get some rest and reset. I'm happy about it. We got a couple days before we got to step back on the floor again, so rest is always good.
Brendan, Darko has said in the past that his scouts or the Raptors have scouted teams extra hard this year and put a little bit more detail into game plans. Has that been your experience from your perspective, and does that give you confidence heading into a playoff series, seeing how capable this coaching staff is of that?
Yeah, like I said, it's a care factor, and everybody has an input in what we do. So I'm sure Scotty will have some say-so, the coaches will have some say-so, every one of the players will have a say-so in what we do in these next few days and leading up to game one. So, I'm confident about where our team is right now and how we can go into game one and the rest of the playoffs, and we'll see how we continue to adjust from game to game.
Brandon, Jamal Shead played in all 82 games in the regular season. How important is it for you and your teammates to have someone who's always there, who's always consistently on the floor, especially when they're a point guard?
Yeah, well, he's the head of the snake, especially for the second group. He started some this year, and to be available is the best thing, knowing that somebody's going to be there consistently doing the same thing every single night, defensive intensity, running the team. So, that's special to do, especially how hard he plays every single night.
Brandon, with all the work that you put in on your health, what's it mean to you to have played 75, 76 games this season?
Credit to the training staff, credit to my coaches, managing me the right way, checking on me, doing the right things in the weight room, off the court, on the court. Just credit to them for, putting me in the best place.
Do you find that this medical staff has, something that stands out above, other teams you've been on?
I guess the attention to detail, them really listening to me about how I really feel, knowing when to be on the floor, when to back off. I think it's just constant communication. And